He's dancing?
Yeah, it's just basically like dancing. So if it's not busy, it's gonna do these dances.
And first you say which one do you like more?
That's interesting.
Elon Musk.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
How do you meet him?
Yay!
Cool, the sound is
We're
okay.
on camera.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hello guys, this is Henry.
Hello.
He is an awesome guy. He built this awesome company called CafeX. He has the best car that I driven in 2018, C63 AMG Coupe. This is a super cool car. So my first question is, if you have unlimited budget, what 3 cars would you buy?
Well, I haven't really thought too much about cars recently. I've been so busy working. Well, I think I definitely want a Tesla. I'm like the biggest Tesla fan that doesn't own a Tesla. Probably like a McLaren.
Which one? P1 or Senna?
What's the new one that's like?
Senna limited edition is like full
Yeah.
version of the 720S.
Yeah, maybe.
And the third one? You
Cars
probably
is so
keep your
long,
63,
but-
right?
Yeah. I did
This
the,
is a really cool
I actually
car.
did the AMG driving academy because when you get an
Oh, wow.
AMG, they let you do it for free. You
Great.
get to drive like all the AMG cars on the racetrack.
I need to buy AMG as soon as possible.
It's really fun. Yeah.
So you drove AMG GT or something like that?
Yeah, they have the GTR, the
Nice.
GTS,
Nice.
the SL, which is boring old, old
How do you
person
like?
car.
How do you like the GTR?
It's great. It feels very nimble on the track.
And next question is, you're living in San Francisco, right? So how much money do you need for comfortable life?
Well, I live in Sausalito,
Ah.
so the rent is a little bit cheaper. My rent, I think, is like $2,700 a month, and it's for a loft, which is pretty nice, pretty comfortable.
With a good view, probably in Sicily.
Yeah, it's a really nice view. And in San Francisco, I think like $2,700, you can barely get a really tiny studio.
Thunder Hill, how it's called?
Tenderloin.
Tenderloin, yeah.
Oh,
probably.
Tenderloin. Yeah.
If you have 1 billion, how will you spend it?
Well, definitely put it into CafeX. We'd love to
money
just
or-
absolutely, yeah.
Great.
There's nothing else I'm doing right now. So build our factory and build thousands of our robotic coffee bars.
How did you come up with this idea actually with CafeX?
I was waiting in line for coffee at Singapore Changi Airport. I mean, that's known to be the best airport in the world. But their coffee is very slow, so you just observe the baristas kind of moving cups and pushing buttons on machines. And I thought, this is a very low productivity, highly repetitive, kind of boring job. So I thought it'd be nice to have a robot to do that. And then instead of having, basically, I think that labor in the future, should be more productive, and robots will do these boring, repetitive things, and humans will do more kind of things that humans are good at. So, for example, if you go into a nice retail store, like an Apple store, or a nice car dealership, the people there are, educating you about the product, telling you about all the different features, letting you kind of try different things. And so that's how we use our staff. And so if you look at our machine over there, we have a coffee bar specialist that's there to talk with customers, answer any questions you have, explain the menu, but they don't stand behind the counter and move cups around all day.
How did you find the very first people in your team?
Well, I co-founded the company with one of my neighbors from high school. I grew up in Hong Kong, and so there's my neighbor in Hong Kong. His family business is in manufacturing, so I was able to he was able to help us get prototypes built. So really critical in those early stages to prove out that we can build something and that people like the product, and then raise money from there. I dropped out of college. I sold my car in college, and then had some support from friends and family, and also from the co-founders' friends and family. In Hong Kong, it's really hard to raise money from angel investors or seed stage investors, because that kind of ecosystem doesn't exist. So it's mainly just friends and family. We raised a little less than $1 million. And then we brought the product to the US. We showed it to a really famous angel investor. His name's Jason Calacanis. He initially invested in the company, and then he basically introduced us to all these really great VCs.
Wow.
And from there, we were able to raise the 12 million plus that we've raised today.
12 million plus.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool, man.
Yeah. I was in Hong Kong, I went to like an American school. So like, you know, it's the American culture is like pretty normal for me.
Would you ever go back? What do you think?
I can't really because you know the company's
everything is
here.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So you
yeah,
like
I
it
would,
here?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I'm always so sad when I leave the Bay Area. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
leaving all the innovation behind.
Right.
Yeah.
And also just like Hong Kong is super different from the US. It's very tiny, right? Like I've also lived in Singapore. It just feels very different because in the US, like you literally can just jump in your car and go like you know anywhere. And
Yeah.
it's fun to like have that freedom.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Do you want to try our matcha green tea, the nitro
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, can you do matcha?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do matcha.
So over here we have a sort of like a beer tap in the back. So it's serving nitrogen-infused cold brew coffee and matcha green tea.
Oh, wow.
So it's a different style of what we have over there. Over there
Cold
it's
brew
like
is also cool. Can I try the cold
Yeah,
brew?
yeah, that's
'Cause
the
it's
one I
like
was gonna get for
coffee
you.
kombucha.
yeah, kind
Yeah,
of. We can
I
actually
love
serve
it.
kombucha as well. There's the nitro matcha green tea.
Nice.
So it's a cold brewed
Matcha,
green
right?
tea,
Yeah.
and then we infuse it with nitrogen to give it like a creamy texture.
Looks like beer, but it's not. It's like elderflower. Do you know elderflower?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, sure.
To robots.
You spent this first million to build a prototype, right? And right now you're producing the robots in Hong Kong or here, or how it's work?
Sure. So after we raised the money from like Silicon Valley investors, we actually have the whole company here now. So we have an office in San Francisco. We do all of our hardware engineering, software engineering. We build the machine there. Our office is big enough for us to probably build like 5 or 6 machines at a time. So for the next 12 months, that's good enough. It's big enough for us. But you know, once we do our next fundraising round, we'll be looking at leasing out a much bigger space to kind of build a small factory.
So you can build 5 or 6 robots per month or per year?
Yeah, at a time in our current office.
How long does it take?
Yeah, how long does it take to build a robot?
Depends on how big the space is, but for one machine, probably like less than a week.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
When you raised the first million, you have basically only idea and the guy who can deliver it, right? So that's it.
Yeah, we had some software engineers and some mechanical engineers have the mock-ups, the design, and the CAD drawings.
And how many people do you have now in the team?
We have 29, just under 30, almost 30 people.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
How do you negotiate with the San Francisco government to put like a fix here?
Oh, yeah.
It was difficult or it's easy process?
Yeah, it's on the sidewalk, but this property is actually part of this building behind us, One Bush Street. So we're basically treated as an amenity for this building behind us. So they're the landlord. It's not really the city's property, but this line here is kind of like where the property line is.
In future, what do you think? Will you work with franchisee or something like that, or you'll do it on your own?
Yeah, we get a lot of emails like of people who want to franchise or license. So we are definitely open to it, like licensing outside the U.S. and maybe franchising in the U.S. But right now we're still like iterating on the product. So probably we won't be doing any franchising for at least another year.
And how long does it take to do the break even or something like that?
That really depends on how much our machine costs and how many drinks we sell a day. One-off prototype, so it's expensive. But I think our long-term goal is we'd be able to manufacture these machines at scale at somewhere around $50,000. And they would generate $1,000 to $2,000 a day in sales. So that'd be a really good payback period once we build these in like a factory at scale.
Right now I want to do one interesting experiment. I want to take coffee from Starbucks. I just bought it.
Okay.
And your coffee, and we'll try it.
Sure.
And figure
What
out which coffee
what
is
drink
better.
did you get?
Americano.
That's right.
Americano.
I need
Okay.
Americano from.
Got it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So this is our Android app. Basically, we have like 3 locations. Select One Bush. And then we have the espresso drinks here. You can also order like food. Americano. And then we have 3 different beans here, so I'm not sure which one do you want to try. 2 Americanos with different coffee beans. Alright.
Are you proud? Like, look at all of the people.
Yeah.
What do you feel?
Guys, see how many people is here.
And like everyone is taking pictures,
It's so
and they don't
great.
even realize that this is the guy who created it.
It's nice to see. Yeah, we have a lot of happy customers and a lot of repeat customers.
That's awesome.
So my name's there on the screen. Maybe it's hard to see on camera, but
Oh yeah.
we have a little TV in the
Ah.
gull-wing doors, basically. They're more like the Mercedes, gull-wing doors because it's single hinge, not double hinge. But I mean, the purpose of this is so you can like reach all the way inside and clean the countertop and replace all the supplies really easily. So it's purely functional, but also looks pretty cool. This machine was designed by the designers who created the Beats by Dre headphones.
Oh
And
wow.
also the square register that like all the cafes have that have the iPad inside.
Great.
Yeah.
Can you explain? Is this the dance?
dancing.
He's dancing?
Yeah, it's just basically like dancing. So if it's not busy, it's gonna do these dances, and it can also use the sensor on the robot to go and check the bean levels.
Oh.
In the future, we'll integrate like a little camera onto the gripper, and then we'll be able to, I can like take a selfie with the customers, or use the camera for more kind of computer vision things, so we can like scan the different components inside. So once the drink is done, they'll wait on the shelf here for the customer to arrive, and then if you go into your app, it'll give you a pickup code. Okay, so it's 3 plus 7.
First test for you.
Okay, let's do it.
That one is the single origin from Ethiopia, so it kind of smells like blueberries. And this one is the seasonal blend from Ritual.
Honest comparison. Blind.
So one is Starbucks, and then one is
one
our,
is CafeX. Yeah.
our Americano. Okay. Okay.
And first you say which one do you like more, and after that try to.
He looks confused.
Actually, it's very obvious to me that this one on the right is ours because it's a much brighter, kind of lighter roasted coffee. And then specifically, this one is our single origin Ethiopian coffee from Equator. And then this one's Starbucks.
So professional.
Are you a coffee lover?
I've become one.
How do you think? Okay,
Starbucks
my
is-
English is not so perfect. I'm the owner of the language company, so yeah, it's not the rule. Yeah.
Starbucks basically has like one style of coffee, which is like a very dark roasted coffee. Some people really like that actually, and some people like a more lighter roasted coffee. And so it's it really depends like which one you prefer personally. I personally like a lighter roasted coffee, but the Starbucks like dark roast is also like obviously a lot of people like it. That's why people go to Starbucks. For CafeX, what we try to do is offer different coffee beans that all have different flavors. So if you like a lighter roasted coffee, we have this, the Ethiopian single origin. But if you like something that's like Starbucks, we also have this as well. So you
So
can
you
just
go
choose.
for this one, or what do you like more?
Yeah, I always go for like the lighter roasted coffee.
Great.
But if you like to add milk and add like sugar and syrup and all these things, a darker roasted coffee works better. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, now it's my turn. I should say that I'm like absolutely have zero knowledge in coffee industry, so I'm
Yeah, he
not like
doesn't drink it at all.
yeah, I drink like water almost here, so but I'll try.
Me neither.
I like this one more because it's sour and this is mild.
Okay, let
mild.
me just double check.
I like this one more.
I think this is CafeX. This is.
Yeah? Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but this one is definitely has more like smell and flavor, yeah. But yeah, I just don't like the sour taste, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But you have different.
We have a dark one that's similar to Starbucks too.
Okay,
Yeah,
right
this
now,
is
Marina,
my
it's your turn. Yeah.
That's interesting. Definitely this one. This is yours, right?
So let me check.
Because it has a lot of flavor. This is like when you
Like water, right?
it's like water with some flavor of coffee,
Yeah.
and this is real coffee.
Yeah, I think this was ours. Because it's
Yeah.
a lighter color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, conclusion, if you really
the winner?
2-1 to CafeX, and if you really coffee lover, you definitely go for CafeX. If you like just like water like me, you probably go to Starbucks. We should put this robot in our
No,
apartment,
coffee.
right?
Or
Yeah.
in our kitchen.
Is it possible, Henry?
It depends if your elevator can fit a forklift.
Okay, right now it's the last part of our interview. It's Blitz, so I will ask you simple questions and you pick.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mercedes or Porsche?
Mercedes.
Nice. iOS or Android?
iOS, but now I'm using Android to test the app.
Yeah. Bezos or Musk?
Must.
Why?
Of the two, I've met one of them. That's
Oh,
Elon.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Musk or Bezos?
Elon Musk.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
How do you meet him?
He's friends with a lot of our investors, so like I just go to some things that our investors organize, and sometimes he's there. So,
Great.
yeah.
Do you think that he's a better entrepreneur than Bezos, right?
No, well, I mean, both
hard.
both of them make amazing, have amazing companies. I'm just, I like cars, and Elon
Yeah.
makes cars. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Facebook or Google?
Google.
Nice. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
San Francisco or New York?
San Francisco.
When you will meet Elon Musk next time, what will you say to him?
Thank you for making a flamethrower. Oh, not a flamethrower.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was Henry, the
Thank
founder
you.
of CafeX. Super cool company. Guys, I just negotiated with Henry awesome deal for you. If you have a startup idea, write it in comments below. Henry will pick the winner, and I'll announce the winner on my Instagram account, and he'll send you a 10-minute feedback on your idea. Looking forward to reading your comments. I think this is a great, awesome opportunity to receive the feedback from such an experienced and successful guy like Henry. Thank you for watching this video. Please push the subscribe button, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.